This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Gambhir and Yuvraj have been ruled out of the Caribbean tour. Suresh Raina declared captain. Chennai boy Ashwin books a berth. Rajnikant to fly to Singapore for further treatment. Family accompanies the superstar. Rajnikant to be treated for gastro and respiratory ailments. Family says he needs complete rest and privacy.
So he's not in any danger. There's nothing alarmingly wrong with him. He's like any one of us who can fall sick also.
New assembly session begins on a cordial note. Opposition demands freedom of expression. Incumbents concede.
மாற்றான் தோட்டத்து மல்லிகைக்கும் மனமுண்டு என்ற பேரறிஞர் அண்ணா அவர்களின் அமுதமொழிக்கேற்ப
DMK Chief Karunanidhi says his works should be removed from the common syllabus textbooks instead of postponing it for another year. State Class 10 results are declared. A 3% jump in pass percentage is recorded. And Bangalore sets an imposing target of 185. Can Mumbai upset RCB and meet Chennai in the finals? Well, a very good evening. You are watching Late Night News with me, Ashmit Kumar. Let's take a quick look at developments coming in from across the country. The US views the Lashkar-e-Toiba on the same ranks as the Al-Qaeda. That's the Homeland Security's version. The US also promises India more access after David Headley's trial is over. The BJP demands the president should reject Afzal Guru's mercy petition immediately after the first execution in 7 years. Well, first up, the talking point of this evening has been club over country. That one debate has dominated the headlines today on account of Gautam Gambhir and Yuvraj Singh being ruled out for the tour of Caribbean. And with those important rulings, we are seeing a depleted Indian side that will be going to West Indies to take on the Caribbean in the West in the 50-over format of the game. Let's take a quick look at the players who have been selected for the limited overs format. And Suresh Raina will lead the Indian squad. He has been declared the captain of the Indian team. R. Ashwin, the Chennai boy, finds a place in the team as well. S. Badrinath, the CSK player, has booked a berth for himself as well. Harbhajan Singh, meanwhile, has been named the vice-captain. Virat Kohli has booked a berth on the back of his strong performances. Praveen Kumar makes a comeback after the World Cup. Amit Mishra, his spinning capabilities have been admired a lot. He makes a comeback here. Munaf Patel is another important comeback, aiding the pace attack. Parthiv Patel is the wicketkeeper. Meanwhile, Yusuf Pathan, Riddhiman Saha and Nishant Sharma, the other notable cricketers. Rohit Sharma makes a comeback here after a long while. Vinay Kumar, on the back of his IPL performances, has booked a berth. Manoj Tiwari and Shikhar Dhawan will be replacing Gautam Gambhir and Yuvraj Singh. Meanwhile, a quick look at the test squad now, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni will be back to lead the men in blue. In fact, the men in white in this case, as it is the test squad. MS Dhoni will be the captain. VVS Lakshman has been declared the vice-captain of the team in the absence of Gautam Gambhir and Virendra Sehwag. Murli Vijay is of course another prominent name, a Chennai name that makes a comeback. Abhinav Mukund, again from Tamil Nadu, will be featuring a part of this test squad here. Rahul Dravid, or the Wall as he is known, will be there again in Caribbean. Virat Kohli is again to be seen. S. Badrinath, Harbhajan Singh are the other notable players. Meanwhile, Ishant Sharma and Sreesanth, the two pacers who really couldn't quite perform in the recent past, are looking to make a comeback. Amit Mishra is back in the side. Pragyan Oja, Zaheer Khan is back to lead the pace attack. Munaf Patel will be accompanying him. Finally, Suresh Raina and Parthiv Patel are also a part of this 15-man test squad. Well, Krish Srikanth, the chief selector, spoke to the media a few hours back. He said that he was confident about the men in blue and their prospects in the West Indies.
I said, as you all know, I think we've selected the best side. And I think, yes, there have been a few injury issues. We cannot do anything about it. A player is injured, a player is injured. Let's not go deep into it, and I don't want to go too deep into everything. When an injury happens, you'll have to give rest to the injured players. And guys like Sachin Tendulkar and all definitely deserve the rest. And as you know, some people are not well. There's some medical reasons, like for a person like Yuvraj Singh and everything. So considering all this, I think we've selected the best side. and we have selected everybody on merit. If you look at the kind of time taken to select also, we have analyzed every problem, we have analyzed the issues, we have analyzed what kind of team we are going to play in, and I'm not going to answer anybody's question. I'm sorry, you don't mind. Wait, hang on. Everybody, Pujara is also unfit. He was declared unfit. So the whole idea is everybody. Yo, irungiya, oru nimisham overthar onu pesina niya pesuva nanu. So yeah, I think it was very good, and we had some very good inputs from Duncan Fletcher. He gave us some very good intelligent inputs, which was taken into consideration. And of course, the captain Dhoni was there. Everybody took that. Everybody is you, and I think we selected a good team. And I'm sure you'll all appreciate it. And let's face it, it has been happening in the last 1.5 years. Sometimes people are available, sometimes people are not available due to injury reasons. But still, don't forget, India as a team has done well. So, and I'm very confident that India as a team, when I said the same thing, in the same place, in the same hotel, during the World Cup, I said we will do well and we'll win the cup. And I'm very confident this team will do well in West Indies. Both the one-day teams, the replacement for the one-days, and of course the test team. I'm confident we're doing well. Thank you very much and good luck and goodbye.
Well, with that response coming in, a lot of important questions were raised. In fact, our executive editor Sanjay Pinto took up the big question: is this a case of club versus country?
That Hari Shankar Mani, corporate lawyer, also cricket commentator, joins us live from the Hindu studio. Also, we'll have Natasha Duraiswamy, our sports reporter, and our colleague Krishnamurthy there with all the cricket fans there. But Hari, to you first, thank you very much for joining us. Hari, appreciate your time. Now, if the IPL had been slotted just before the World Cup, would we have still been so careless with regard to fitness without providing a proper window period, Hari?
No, I just feel that BCCI is bungled. If at all somebody is responsible for this present predicament, one organization has to be singularly blamed. It is the Board for Control for Cricket in India. You can call it the board of confused, committed individuals. I mean, they are committed to creating confusion as far as cricket is concerned in this country. Instead of being a proper administration body, what we are seeing is that they are responsible for the present predicament that this country is faced with. Although we are facing a depleted West Indies side, I mean, West Indies is not the strongest of sides, but ideally we would have wanted a strong side after winning the World Cup to go there and represent the country. But instead, we are now faced with a pick-win situation where we have to send virtually a team to West Indies. And who is responsible? We all know. The timing of the IPL, we knew well in advance. Probably the governing body didn't realize that India would go all the way to the finals and even win the World Cup. They didn't believe in their team. That's
but Hari, sorry to interrupt you here. But if the players are injured, why can't they just put their foot down and say we can't play, because they know their body is best? In this case, of course, Gautam Gambhir knew that he had pain in his shoulder. He had spoken to the KKR physio. Andrew Leapers even said that he needs about 6 weeks rest. How did he then go and play that crucial match against Mumbai Indians? Why did he play that?
So, Sanjay, to come to this point of country versus club, I think the premise of this whole argument is fallacious, this debate, because I don't think any player, even probably a person who's committed to earning a lot of money, for him it's his life, bread and butter, would ever want to forsake a national cap and play country county cricket. Who would want to play for the club? It's the passion of any individual, the dream of any individual to go and represent the country. Now, who would want to swap that with an IPL cap? So obviously it's ridiculous to blame the players for this. But now coming to this Gautam Gambhir question, I don't know why people are pinning all their fingers or pointing all their fingers at Gautam Gambhir. Sehwag was injured even during the World Cup. We all knew that he was carrying a shoulder injury.
But he went to London and he got treatment.
He played the IPL.
He went to London, Hari.
Yeah, when did he go? No, when did he go? When he realized that Delhi Daredevils are not going to qualify for the last four, for the eliminator stage, that's when he decided to go and take treatment. He could have done it at the start of the IPL season itself. He knew after playing the finals that he was not fit enough to play the IPL, but he still played. Nobody talks about Virender Sehwag. Nobody talks about the other injured players. But you all point your fingers at Gautam Gambhir because that poor chap probably was not even informed by his physio as what he says. He's clarified it. He's one guy who's worked his way up. I mean, you cannot you cannot question the commitment and the intensity of a player like Gautam Gambhir. I mean, he's one guy who carries his passion up his sleeve. He's one guy whom you know is probably one of the most committed cricketers. Don't forget the fact that he was instrumental in India winning the World Cup. His knock was the turning point in India lifting the World Cup in the finals. So now
absolutely no taking away the credit from Gautam Gambhir, but Hari Shankar Mani is also one guy who's an ardent fan of Gautam Gambhir. Let's also go across to Natasha Doraiswamy, our sports reporter who's been tracking all these developments, was also there at that team selection meeting to give us all those latest updates. Natasha, Hari says who will actually sacrifice a national cap to play for IPL, but does it, among other things, also boil down to more money to play in the IPL season? Natasha.
Players choosing the IPL over playing for the country. Another point coming out of that is that you're earning literally double in the IPL, whereas what you're earning when you're playing for the country, India. So right now, a lot of experts would definitely say that if you want your team to be significant and together, you have to pay them just as much as the biggest competitor, which is the club IPL that you're going to be playing for. So that's the question right now that everybody seems to be asking. Are the Indian players being paid enough for them to be motivated enough to really play for the Indian team rather than playing for your franchisee or your club?
All right, Natasha. So it's all about money, honey, as they say. Let's go across to Krishnamurthy now, who's got a band of ardent fans. I know, Krishnamurthy, the big focus is also on the big match, the CSK match. A lot of them rooting for the Chennai Super Kings. But are they actually disappointed with this current team that's been rustled up, with so many of the frontline players missing out on this tour of the West?
Fans are absolutely disappointed with that decision. Let's actually go across to get a sense of what actually players feel right now. Now, do you feel that players, big players like Yuvraj Singh, Gautam Gambhir and Sehwag and Dhoni for the Indian squad as well for the ODI squad, they are not playing the ODI squad. So do you feel that we have a second-rate team which is actually going to West Indies and they're not playing for, they have actually played in IPL and they're not playing in the national team?
No, I don't think so that because of IPL they are opting out of that tour, because we have seen that before World Cup also India is continuously playing cricket, and World Cup was a big tournament, so, and it was a long tournament, so obviously it would have drained them physically and mentally. So if they are opting out from West Indies tour, because after West Indies also we are having more important tours like England and Australia, so we need these big players ready for those big tours. And I mean, as far as IPL is concerned, I think playing continuously is obviously, I mean, for anybody in any profession, it's a big thing. The working continuously, everybody needs a break. So I don't think it's a second-rated team. And even though, I mean, these players are not playing, the newcomers, the new talent of India is getting chance to, to getting a platform international level to showcase their talent.
The mood out here is that it's good that players are actually getting rest, and since there are more important tours lined up after the West Indies tour, so they feel that it will help them out. This rest period will help them out, and they'll play better in the future matches to come.
Time now for a short break. We'll be back with lots more updates for you on the other side. Keep watching.